300 pounds in high school, I think up to over 200 pounds in middle school. I just grew up that way. My family, it was a challenge my whole family had. But what it meant was I limited myself quite a bit. I have some learning disabilities, so I'm not a great reader. So I took on all the messages from the world. I thought I was slow, stupid, all those things. And I did okay with myself. I was able to do all right in school without really applying myself. But at the end of the day, I created a life based on beliefs that there was something wrong with me. Right? So at 25, I was 340 pounds. I didn't have much of a social life, just like a couple of close friends from high school still. I hadn't dated in like 5 years, literally. And I was in a job that I actually loved. I worked for Bose Corporation, and I was running retail stores by about 25 or 26. I loved that job. I loved the company. I loved the work. But there wasn't work-life balance, and I was never going to make much money doing that. And if you make much money in retail, you're running huge shops, there's crazy stress, you're running multiple units, you're working 100 hours a week. It's not fun. It's not fun. But I assumed it was the best life I could get. Now there's a whole story in between, But today I stand here 150 pounds lighter. 5 years I've kept off the weight. I have a great social life, a lot of communities that I'm involved in that I either volunteer with or that I just connect into for social connection. I have a great romantic life, and the best thing is I love the business that I have. I make a fair bit more money than when I was working retail. I work so much less, but most importantly, I'm working with owners of businesses, I'm working with a lot of leaders and VPs of large companies, I'm working with creatives and artists. I love my clients. I have one client who's a contractor for immigration with the government, the State Department, and she's a yoga teacher and a musician and an artist, and she's pulling it all together to create her life, her income. So I love what I do, and I'm not here just to talk about myself and talk about, oh, I'm so great or whatever. I did that for the first couple of years I was in business. It doesn't work that well. I'm here to share that none of this was based, again, like my client Josh, it was not based on strategy. It was not based on planning. It wasn't based on dieting. It wasn't based on going back to school, even though I did take some coaching training. It was based on developing, for myself and my clients, mindfulness, emotional competence, as I like to call it, resilience, courage, vulnerability, stronger communication skills, and understanding values and our value. One of the things I find is lacking for so many of us. We love to talk about the things we own, we love to talk about our degrees and our titles, but we really, at a core level, don't really understand our value the way other people see us. We don't understand the value we bring to the world. So one of the things I do is really help people understand their values and their value and express it with boldness and courage. So let's quickly talk about what emotional intelligence even is. Does anyone feel they have like a lot of understanding of that content? When I talk about emotional intelligence, you could explain